Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be stunning. Honestly, it's going to be so much fun. I was flabbergasted when a box arrived on my doorstep. I knew the box was coming, but I didn't know what was inside, and I am completely floored. You guys will be too, I think, by the incredible generosity of the person who sent me this box. So today I'm going to show you all the contents. We're going to talk about them. I will be showing you some swatches and just pouring out my gratitude to the people that I've met in this community. Recently, another content creator who requested to be left anonymous contacted me over on Instagram. They'd found one of my videos, started watching my channel. Now, this is someone who is a much larger channel than me, and I was quite surprised to see their name pop up in my messages. I was like, wow, really? And that was, that was a little bit gratifying and flattering, and that was fun. But honestly, this person's just so nice and sweet. And they said that they wanted to send me some product. And I didn't expect that. I just thought, why me? Like, why am I special that somebody wants to take the time and money to send me some product? But they did. And this is the box. And let me tell you, it's a veritable treasure trove. But before we get into all of the goodies that are in here, because it arrived yesterday and I was squealing. Every single time I unwrapped something new, I went, ah! So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I thought about filming that, but then I thought I just want to enjoy the moment and not try to create content with it. I'm really excited to share it with you today. But like I said, before I get into that, I want to take a moment before I get into the stuff and speak from my heart for a second. This is just a lovely community. I've met some really great people here, and it's fun to watch my channel grow, but it's more important. It's more about having an outlet, having a place to share my creativity, to share this hobby with people who are as interested as I am. And every one of you who leaves comments below, you're so encouraging. I've had very minimal negative comments. On the whole, people are just loving and kind. I really enjoy chatting with you. And some of you have even taken an extra step and taken money out of your wallet and items out of your collection and time out of your day to mail me something, which is an additional blessing. And it's not about the value of an item, it's about the generosity and the kindness and the selflessness as you share with somebody who probably wouldn't be able to get those items. I talk all the time about how my husband's in school, where I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom, don't have a lot of spending money. I mean, I've filmed 3 videos. This is the 3rd video in as many weeks focused on somebody sending me something, and I just feel so blessed and loved. I'm trying to honor my husband as we work to pay down bills and not spend money needlessly, and the Lord is just dropping these blessings literally at my doorstep, and I am so thankful. And I'm so thankful to all of you for being the means by which that is happening, sharing your life with me, letting me talk to you, letting me share my life with you. I try to create substantive and fulfilling and meaningful content, and I don't want it to be all about this stuff. And yet at the end of the day, it's the stuff that we're using to make the content. So, there's a balance there, and I just had to stop and say thank you so much. I feel very blessed and honored and encouraged and supported here, and I appreciate each of you. Now let's dig into this box because you are not going to believe what's inside. There are lots of eyeshadow palettes in here, which is super exciting, but they also included some lip products, some highlighters. I can't even decide what's the most exciting, so I'm going to show you what I've got, and it is with an overflowing heart. I'm so thankful. Let's start off with Ensley Rain. This is the Happy Go Lucky palette. I believe they've committed to a full year of these cute little woodland creatures. This, I think, is the first one out of now 3, I believe. And of the 3, I really like this story the best. I think they're all really cute, but for my current preferences, I thought that this one, especially with the shimmers, would be the best. And I almost grabbed it on Black Friday, but I bought almost nothing with Black Friday. I grabbed just a few BYOP items, and that was it. So I'm really excited to have this. I love this color right here and how it brings a whole different flavor to the palette. And like I said, every single item in this box is in pristine, brand new condition. By the way, before I forget, I'm not really wearing much on my face. I did take one of the shimmers from today's box and dab it on my lids. On my face, I am wearing this from Colored Rain. It's the cream blush in the shade Butterfly. I have a highlighter from Cosmic Beauty and the lip oil from ColourPop in the shade Paper Pansy. That's everything. So that's out of the way. Now let's move on. We've got a Nomad palette. This is their Fuji 5 Lakes. This is the palette that has like canvas oil painting packaging. It's so creative. And I must have taken the little sleeve out, or it fell out. Anyway, this is a beautiful primary colored palette, right? Blue, yellow, red. I was thinking of this one when I did the recent video about including primary colors in my eye looks. I actually thought, golly, it'd be cool if I had that palette so I could use, you know, it's so primary colored. But I love the packaging and the way that Mount Fuji rises up in the distance, and then this beautiful iridescent shade is at the top of the mountain, and the way that you've got the red and fall foliage around the edges, and then the ginkgo leaves and the yellow over here. It's so well laid out. I haven't tried it yet. Everything arrived yesterday, but yeah, this is a pretty one and I'm excited to have it. Now, like I said, I think this content creator received all of these items in PR. They sent me the entire Ensley Rain Snow Moon collection, except for the 3 pressed singles. So it's a palette and 3 of their moon dust shadows. They come in this little box, and inside the box are 3 of these. I hadn't ever tried these, but they have great packaging. It looks like a little diamond or jewel with the facets. And then inside there's a snap top lid. I was like pulling out the entire stopper. Don't do that. And then you can, I don't know if you pour it into the cover or what, but I swatched one of these on my hand yesterday when it arrived, and it was like the sparkliest thing ever. I've never used these before, but I might just have to. I might just have to. So there are 3 in here, and then the lip gloss. It doesn't seem to have a name on it, but it's like a light glittery. Should I put it on? Why not, right? I already have a lip oil on, but this is gonna be a fun day. So it's a light glittery, quite cool tone lip gloss. I think it has a flash of pink in it. So that's from Snow Moon. And then of course, the eyeshadow palette. Now, when this arrived to me, I was puzzled for just a brief second, because inside the palette they have, I guess Ensley Rain has started putting tiny little paper or foam pads on top of each individual shimmer. So when I opened the palette, it had all of the mattes and then white, 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 white. And I was like, wait, shouldn't this be more sparkly? And then I realized they're just protecting the shimmers in transit. But this is the Snow Moon palette, and it's gorgeous. It's extremely cool toned. The shimmers are beautiful, and I have the Cold Moon palette from them, which I won in a giveaway. I think this entire palette is going to go beautifully with Cold Moon, which is still cool toned. The shimmers in Cold Moon tend to lean a little bit more pinky gold, and there's more variety in these shimmers. Beautiful. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the shifts. I hope you can. I hope I'm doing a decent job of showing you, but so pretty. And Ensley Rain are all magnetic palettes, so I can use these in my BYOP projects. Nomad palette, I was sent the Polar Express. I love Nomad's packaging. You guys, like, I knew that they were doing this, but can you see that they even did their best to line up the NOMAD of the outer sleeve with the palette on the inside? So good. This is a lovely overall cool tone palette with some flashes of warmth. This was their, I guess, Christmas release. It's pretty neutral leaning, kind of soft. There's nothing too vibrant in here. You do have a nice array of neutral colors, these lovely cozy warm browns, and then crisp snowy whites over here. Some pretty blues, lightness and depth. I think it's pretty. This shade right here really catches my eye because it's a blue purple pinky sort of thing. And I'm expecting all of these formulas to be very good. I'm curious how these shimmers in particular perform, but in the pan they kind of look the same, like the same formula. The imprints in this are very, very distinct. Can you guys see? The lines and the detailing, it's so good. My only concern with that, I think it's great. My only concern with that is perhaps that makes the shadows harder pressed in the pan and maybe more difficult to pick up, but I don't think I haven't watched a lot of videos on these palettes, partly because I didn't think I'd get them, so I didn't want to get myself excited. But I haven't heard anybody say that they're too hard pressed to be functional, so that's exciting. And it's a really cute palette. Okay, we've got more Ensley Rain, because not only did they send me the entire Snow Moon collection, they also sent me the entire Wolf Moon collection, again, except for the 3 singles. So once again, we have the little moon dust colors, all 3 of them. These look to be more distinct as far as being less light toppery shades and more colored topper shades. This one looks purple, and there's one in here I think that looks, is that like a silvery gold? I can't tell. It's really hard to tell in the containers because it just looks like powder, but once you get it, oh my goodness, once you get it on your skin, it's otherworldly. It's incredible. So these are the Moon Dust for the Wolf Moon collection, and the lip gloss for the Wolf Moon collection looks quite similar to the other one. This one I think might lean more purple blue, but I can't quite tell, and they're not labeled. So once I take these out of the boxes, I won't know which one's which, but that's okay. I mean, again, they're so close it won't really make a difference, but yeah. And then the Wolf Moon palette. I'm not kidding you, when I opened this box, I didn't know what to expect because they said they wanted to send me some stuff and I just didn't know what that would be. And I didn't expect this much. I didn't expect this new, like these are Ensley Rain's new launch. So I can actually do videos with current palettes, wow, which is kind of exciting. I was totally floored when I opened that box and treasure after treasure was revealed to me. Here is the Wolf Moon palette, and it looks like this. Again, it came with the little white pads, and so by then I knew I had to take them off. This one was really a delightful surprise when I uncovered it. It's like cotton candy, quite unexpected. These mattes remind me of the Cold Moon mattes. If they're not dupes, they're really close. Again, they go beautifully with the palette itself. And now this palette has shimmers, which are different from Cold Moon. These shimmers lean more yellowy, champagne-y, orangey kinds of gold rather than the pinky, purple, or turquoise leaning shift. Multichromes are tricky because you try to describe them as a color and they're all different. Well, is it gold or is it green or is it turquoise or is it silver? Well, it's all of them. So how do you say? Yeah. Again, lightness and depth, well-rounded, nicely balanced, and magnetic. So I can include these in my BYOP as well. Let's take a little break from palettes. There are a couple more, but let's talk about some other items. Here is the Kaleidos Lip Clay in the shade, I was going to say Smeared Rouge. I am pretty sure, quite sure, that I've seen Ty from Pigments of the Arcane using this lip clay. It's a really beautiful color. The packaging's great. I'm going to swatch that here, even though it's going to sink into all my dry skin. But it's a beautiful sort of blood red color. And it's matte, so I think for my own taste, oh, and it clicks too. You turn it and it clicks. For my own taste, I think that I'll use this lip color when I have an extremely neutral eye, or not even neutral, but a very soft and neutral eye, because this is going to be the showstopper, and I don't want to have competition on my face, but this is beautiful. I was also sent the Moira Starstruck Chrome Loose Powder, which I think is just like the little Moon Dust from Ensley Rain, only a different brand. I'm going to give this to my daughter. It's a beautiful coral orange sparkly kind of thing. It's really pretty. She likes neutrals and she likes just a one and done wash of sparkle on the lid, so she's going to have fun with this one. It's really cute. It's really cute. Now, I was sent the Kaleidos, two highlighters from Kaleidos. Here is Solar Sailor, which looks to be, I haven't swatched these. They might end up in a giveaway. I haven't decided yet because I have two highlighter palettes. Three highlighter palettes. This looks like quite a frosty white shimmer. I would guess because of the packaging that it has some yellow in it, but I don't see that when I look at it. But it looks pretty, and I have a friend here who said that she has some a Kaleidos highlighter, and the formula is really beautiful. That doesn't surprise me because I've seen their stuff on Instagram. I did have one shadow palette from them, and the sparkle was great. So I would expect the Kaleidos highlighter to be really lovely. And here's the Star Surfer, which is a light, dusky kind of pink, really pretty. Again, haven't fully decided if I'm going to keep these. I'm tempted because I think that I'd like them, but I also know that I have three highlighter palettes. So either I would maybe get rid of one and keep those, or pass those along. They're perfect condition, brand new, and they could be a blessing to somebody else while I use what I already have. A couple more Kaleidos products. I've got the Glossy Lip Glaze in the shade Hot Pursuit, which has metallic packaging, and it has this really cool design. And this is actually, oh, you know what? Maybe I should try this today. Where's my mirror? This is like the third lip product today. Oh, that's pretty. Very soft, nice doe foot applicator, but not really wide. Nice color, I like that. That's pretty. That's pretty. Sorry, I got distracted. Moving on. Isn't this fun? I'm not even kidding. I was ecstatic when I got this box and I opened it. It's just a treasure trove. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Something not from Kaleidos. Here's the Give Me Glow Dream Blush in the shade Ginger Spice. I think this is gonna end up in a giveaway. It's really cute, but it's not a color. It's not a blush color for me. I might be able to use it as a bronzer or a contour, but I don't really contour and I have a bronzer. And it's gonna take me the rest of my life to go through that one bronzer I have. So I'll probably give this away while it's still looking very cute. I've got 4 products left, so let me space them out. We'll start with a palette, also from Give Me Glow. This is the Two Moods palette. And this one's really pretty. I actually just tried Give Me Glow for the first time with their Christmas morning palette. And I thought the formula was very nice. The mattes worked really well and the shimmer I used was super pretty. Here is the Two Moods palette. It reminds me of a Beauty Bay palette. I can't remember the name of it because I haven't really been watching Beauty Bay in quite a while. This is lovely. It's quite monochromatic. I do see quads, purple quad, neutral quad, peach quad, and then this one's kind of pinky purples-ish. Anyway, it's really, really pretty, and based on the Christmas morning palette, it's probably a lovely formula. I do think that this is a new release for them, or new or recent. I don't think I'm gonna use this. Only because while I'm sure that I can get beautiful looks out of it, I don't think I'll use it enough given everything else that I have, my excitement level about everything else that I have, and also the fact that I don't tend to use these colors that often. I would rather give this away because, I mean, this is like sturdy. This is a hefty palette. High quality, nice mirror. I don't know if it's magnetic, but I'd rather include it in a giveaway so it can be a delight to somebody else rather than me dipping my brush in for the occasional look. It's not bringing really new colors to my collection, so I'm gonna include this in a giveaway at some point. Now here's a product that the moment I saw it, I said, oh, I am keeping this. This is beautiful. This is a Kaleidos blush. What shade is it? Sanguine. It's the shade Sanguine, and it's gorgeous. I don't know if it's gonna look good on me. I think it will. I love this color, and the imprint is this soft, loose rose. It's really a pretty color, and something that I feel like there's something different about the undertones of this that I don't see in most blushes. I think it's gorgeous, and I actually can't wait to play with it. It's kind of like a cool tone reddy rose-ish, but I think it could work with warm tones as well. It seems like it's a nice balance of the two. I think it's super pretty. All right, this is really unexciting, but very useful. An eye primer. This is from Kaleidos. But let's get to the last palette, which is also from Ensley Rain, and this is the Flower Moon. I believe this is the new release of the Flower Moon because they changed the packaging. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It really does look like a springtime garden. I think the word flower is quite appropriate. Super heavy in the shimmers, and this is what I put on my eyes today. I actually grabbed the Flower Moon shade and just went in really, really lightly with my finger, just a quick little swatch, and just dabbed it everywhere because I didn't want it to be hyper reflective. I wanted a soft sparkle. This is gorgeous, and this one as well, like I think all of their palettes, is magnetic, so I'll be able to incorporate these colors in my BYOP projects. So striking. As far as the color story itself and the fact that it's way shimmer heavy and quite light on the mattes, and the range of mattes is not exactly what I personally want. I would like one pastel lighter than that to work with these more midtones, and then I'm glad that there's a deepening shade. It's not my absolute perfect layout, color story, presentation, etc. But I'm going to keep this because the formula I know is going to be incredibly good, and because it's magnetic, I can take out each of these shades and build color stories that do suit me a little bit better. I mean, I can certainly use it as is, and I intend to, but it gives me more versatility because I can just pop out a shadow and use that in another color story to really bring it to life because these shimmers are incredible. So intense. So there you have it, my friends. I am blown away by the kindness, the generosity, the support, encouragement, and love that I have found through a YouTube channel. I have met So many encouraging, kind, sweet people. I enjoy chatting with you in the comments. Sometimes we take our conversations over to Instagram and we have more personal conversations on the Instagram side of things. The people who've sent me gifts, again, it's not about the items or the cost itself. Those are exciting, but it's more about the connection that we make and sharing a hobby and sharing pleasure and joy together. That's really lovely. It's really, really lovely. I appreciate the time and the money that people do invest in sharing this with me. But at the end of the day, it's about the human connection, and I am feeling so blessed and just overwhelmed by all of that. So to the content creator who shared this box of delights with me, I am so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I wasn't sure at first where I was going to start, but I think I'm going to start with the Wolf Moon and Snow Moon collections because they're current, and maybe I can create quality content for people who are considering them now that they're fresh on the market. Besides that, this is going to keep me busy for quite a while. And I also was blessed with the Flying Fiddles palette. I also was blessed with the Colored Rain box of goodies. I'm so touched and grateful and thankful to each of you for the people that you are and what you bring to this little space, my little platform here on YouTube. So thank you all so much for being here, for clicking on today's video. If you are new here and would like to see more content like this and lots of eyeshadow looks using these beautiful things, perhaps you'll consider liking and subscribing before you go. I appreciate each of you, your time, and I hope that I can bless you in a future video. Hope you have a great day. Bye.